Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily Tuesday training. Des here, just checking in ahead of the Do Running City Slicker Solidarity session tonight. Normally I'd come on after, letting you know what we've been up to, how much I've used the activity, but today thought I'd try and get it in, try and get on top of things so I can settle down this evening and relax. Trying to find a little bit more time for myself at the moment. Of course, I'm always talking about being busy and pushing myself to the absolute limit. So I'm consciously trying to find little windows of opportunity, just readjusting things, trying to be a little bit more prepared, put a little bit more planning into things and allow myself those opportunities as and when they arrive. Today, feeling particularly good, and that's kind of what I want to talk about. The reason I'm feeling good: 2 small wins that have gone my way, nothing major, nothing really to write home about, but I thought it'd be important to discuss them, explain why they've made such a difference. First of all, of course, Tuesdays are about the training and getting in that all important activity. I'm on my way to that now. I'm actually walking there, but I've already done 10k this morning at 6:30. One of my targets for April and the DOdaily in-person coaching, which I do here in Nottingham with a group of guys. I asked them to set targets and we do a running type boot camp. Anybody that's interested, please get in touch. But one of my personal targets this month was to make sure I got involved in all the actual group sessions, whether it's the coaching or do running itself. Definitely doing that today. Been struggling a lot, and I've spoke about this from day one on DOdaily about how difficult it's been for me to get up in the last few years, to get my sleep right, to get my routines going and get out early. One of the sessions is on a Tuesday morning, and I've kind of been using that to coach, kind of double that session up on a Thursday anyway, so I take part then, but been using it to actually coach rather than take part in. So it was important for me to get back involved in that. I've been taking it easy, I've been cautious and trying not to do too much. That was one of the reasons. It's not just a case of I can't be bothered or it's because it's early. Been trying to take it easy and not do too much too soon, but today I got up, did 10k, really simple session, used it to 1 or 2 people's benefit, and then the rest of us who just needed some miles. It was just the accountability we needed to be out there at 6:30. Really beautiful morning around Hope Pierpont Lakes, just outside Nottingham. It's a tough place to run, it's always windy. It's a bit taxing mentally. Long straights around a regatta lake, what they use for rowing. So I find it really tough, but my thought was if we can get up early, get some miles in tough circumstances. So I'm just going to jog across the road. In tough circumstances like that, we can do it absolutely any time. And having done it, I said to the guys, the morning miles are always the best miles, and it definitely felt like that. It definitely felt like 10k's worth of stuff in the morning was better than ever. So I just passing a few people, a few trees. It felt like getting those miles in first thing was really worthwhile. Put me in good stead for the day. Already in a good mood, as I've been explaining through DOdaily. It's put me really on top of things. So that was, whilst I didn't need reminding, I know exactly how this thing works. If you can get your miles in early, it's great, and the endorphins through the middle of the day. Of course you tire a little bit towards the end, but that's why I'm trying to do things that little bit differently now as well. It's just important to get them done. So like I say, without it being too much of a reminder, because I know it's a reminder that it definitely feels great. It feels brilliant when you can do it in a way you want to, but in a way you find that little bit tougher. Because for me personally, because of those sleeping issues, you know, it is a little bit tough. So what I'm basically saying there is I can do it. You know, I know I can do it. The guys, some of them weren't feeling 100% coming to it, and everybody went away with a smile on their face. And that's instant success, isn't it? That's just the small things we have to work at. Whilst it's not something to particularly write home about, it's not the most amazing achievement anybody's ever done. You know, it's winning at Tuesday before we've even got going. 10k before breakfast, before work, for a lot of us, just shows the determination we need to carry on doing what we're doing. Those sessions continue, but like I say, it's important to use that small win to take things forward when things aren't quite so easy. I've tried to come to a quiet place, but it seems like everybody at the moment is right here, driving out of work, probably just clashing with that. So not to worry, I'll persevere the best I can. But yeah, that was the determination. So that was the first one today. And then one that is really, really important to me was the fact that I hit 300 subscribers today. Just clicked over, it was on 299 this morning, and it went to 300. And whilst that might not seem important to anybody else, again, for myself, working away at this, trying to talk about things that I never thought I'd be talking about, trying to encourage people to get involved in activity like I did this morning. You know, it's just a really big achievement for me. I'm not going to get over the top about it, because I said when I got to 250 the next real milestone was 500. You know, these things become a little bit further apart and a little bit harder to achieve, and so they should. You know, it should never be easy. Whilst you're working away at things, it's important to take these small wins, but realise that there's still plenty left to do. So for me today, it was a case of hitting that target, understanding that was important to me. It definitely is. But what I've done, as well as sort of get that instant gratification from it, instant sort of reward, what it's reminded me is what I've actually got from doing this, which is not, again, it's not massive, but it's things that put a smile on my face. I made many new friends by setting up a YouTube channel. I think I've lost a few as well, in all honesty. Some people tend not to like the subjects I talk about, and the fact I have been so honest, people might feel it includes them. I don't feel I've ever done that, but for one reason or another, people might think it involves them. So I might have lost one or two. People get distant because I am being so open and honest, because I'm putting myself out there, I'm working hard. But I can't do too much about that. What I have done is get lots and lots of new friends through YouTube contacts. I've created this new world for myself almost, you know, and not that I've dismissed anybody from the past. Like I say, it's probably more of an issue on their part. What I have done is made lots of new friends, and around things I'm interested in. I talk about football a lot. By being on other people's YouTube channels to talk about football, they understand what I'm trying to do, and it just builds that feel good around it. On the top of that, you know, I talk openly and out there, kind of makes me a lot happier and content. I feel like I've not got to hide anything. I've not got to put anything sort of I can put things behind me very quickly. The fact I'm talking about it means it's out there already, and I can process it and understand how I can do things better. But also, having said it, you know, it means that I don't have to sort of pretend I am, or I'm not what people think I am. It's for them to make their own mind up. and hopefully understand for themselves why I do it, why it's so important, and why I have to do it every day. And that's a real massive sort of lesson I've learned. It's something I've really discovered and sort of dug into the depths of my own conscience with that one. It just makes me understand that it's just easier to be really, really open and honest, really sort of out there with the way I'm feeling, because like I say, I've got nothing to hide. And while some people might say, well, you need to have some kind of personal life, I still do. Obviously I only put out there what's relevant and what's important, but it's just so much easier for me to deal with the ups and downs and to deal with those responses. That's been a harsh lesson in reality. It's been tough, understanding why some people would be offended, would be upset with certain things, especially when I use myself as an example. But it's been an important lesson as well. I think it's made me a little bit more streetwise. I think I was a pretty good judge of character anyway, but now it feels like I can sort of work off my own character to understand how other people might be feeling. Hopefully it's not too noisy right now. By the busy road, hopefully you can hear me. And the final thing on that, I was thinking 3 things that doing the channel DOdaily has really sort of been a benefit of. Spoke about before what I've learned from it in previous episodes. Probably there's more noise. Probably similar kind of milestones. I've spoken about the benefits, but what I thought I'd do today, I spoke about the things I've learned, but what I'm doing today is speaking about what I've really got from it. And on top of the new friends, that feeling of I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not, I've also picked up a little bit of paid work. I mentioned the football there, talking and interviewing people at the football match, which is almost what I'd be doing anyway, apart from the fact I have to put a camera under the nose and I have to get people to commit to that. I've picked up some paid work, and again I put out on my own social media for a small channel where I talk about things people aren't necessarily the most forthcoming with. I talk about activity when it's needed, encouraging that. I talk about mental health, I talk about feelings and how reactions other people have towards me and towards others, and how negative stuff, positive stuff, all these things, it's just sort of enlightened this passion in me. And I saw a quote today, a life without passion isn't really a life, is it? And I genuinely sort of took something from that. It gave me the inspiration to talk about what I'm talking about now, and really sort of try and pass on this message that things don't have to be absolutely sort of out there, amazing, incredible all the time for us to get so much. If you're passionate about something, if it's important to you, that's all that really matters. What other people think, do, react to is up to them. I'm passionate about running, first of all, and trying to be that little bit better, get myself fitter again, and really, really falling back in love with it like I possibly was a few years ago. But I'm also really passionate about DOdaily, trying to help people and encourage. This time last week, just reminded me actually, I'm walking past the BBC building there. This time last week, I did an interview for the BBC. It's last Wednesday's episode where I explained all the reasons I do it and why it's so important. Got some really, really nice feedback from that. Just gives me that, whilst nothing's going to stop me, just gives me that little bit of reassurance that what I do is important. The guy interviewing me actually said that people do notice what's happening, and that's nice. Doesn't have to be completely out there, doesn't have to be sort of massive and huge, but as long as somebody somewhere takes something from it, and that's all I'm hoping for today really, is that one person takes something from the fact that I can be positive, I can not worry about the things I really want to enjoy, and I can take the most from them. And if they can do that, if they can find some kind of inspiration from what I'm saying, in terms of the fact that it's my passion, it's what I do, it's what I enjoy, it's what I love, and it makes me happy. 2 situations today where I felt absolutely fantastic, and I can be positive about the rest of the day, and whatever happens from here on in, I can take something from it. I can take so much from the things I do, and just keep pushing on to find some more small wins that add up to the bigger picture. And that's all it's been over the last few months. Lots and lots of small wins that build up to the point where I'm really, really happy. I'm really, really content, and I'm enjoying the things I do. And when we can do that, everybody's happy. Until Wednesday workout, guys, I'm gonna put together that vlog from the weekend, the Project Part 1 PB. Hopefully that comes out well. Do check it out. They go down really well as well. They're really popular. But like I say, check out that BBC interview from last Wednesday if you're a little bit unsure what this is all about. Just me rambling on around the streets of Nottingham, talking about the way I feel. The words I use: realistic, raw, relatable, honest, and hopefully people can see that. Please drop a like to support the channel, and of course if you are new, you could be 301. Please do subscribe. That's all it's about. I'll be back tomorrow for that vlog, hopefully for much quieter and pleasant, well, I know it'll be for much quieter and pleasant surroundings. Centum Gardens, where I was absolutely stunning, peaceful and beautiful. Nottingham's a bit noisy tonight, but that's not upsetting the vibes too much. Got the City Slickers session I've just arrived at. The vibe in this brand new venue we're using here in Nottingham, it's fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to that. Make sure you get in your Tuesday training, enjoy what you're doing, and keep finding those small wins. Like I said, a life without passion is not really worth it, is it? Just doing it.